They average close to 30 free throw attempts a game at home. And you don't foul that much. How important is it to hold that number down?
Yeah, they're really good at it. They're downhill. They're downhill so much, and defending that is not as easy as people think, especially given their quickness at a few positions and their ability to shoot. They stretch you, and then they drive you. So, and then Zeller's great at getting to the foul line as well. So it's difficult. Yeah, I think we've had this before. I think maybe I forget where it was. Maybe it was Minnesota, where they were going to the foul line like crazy, and we weren't sending people to the foul line like crazy. And it's a battle of two wills. At the same time, we don't want to play like wimps and let them score because we don't want to foul. So we got to be very mindful of that.
Seems like they're a team that might whereas a lot of teams want to slow it down against you guys, and they might want to run with you. Is that change kind of?
They're really attacking from the minute they get the ball, whether it's full court, whether they have to run a play. They're in attack mode, and that's what's made them so good.
What's the biggest challenge of the year, John? You guys, at this point, you think?
This is a big challenge. I mean, this is really a talented team. They have basically everybody back but Verdell Jones and Pritchard from last year. They are humming along really well. I mean, they haven't had too many close games, and they're really a terrific team. So it's a big challenge. Every game is such a huge challenge for me. I don't differentiate things, but it certainly is a very talented team.
The fact that some of your guys went through like all the hoopla of this last year here, does that help at all with kind of being able to calm them down and stuff like that?
Talking about
game day and the late start.
Yeah, it probably is helpful, but there's only 2 or 3 of those guys around. They're playing for us, right? Yeah. The other 6, Max was here, but the other 5 don't know what it's like. So we'll try to prepare them, but there's nothing that prepares you like being in there. But it's a good question.
John, you come up with a couple of different contingency plans if they maybe put Oladipo on Trey, or maybe they try to do some different things that maybe they traditionally wouldn't do. Do you make up separate plans for all of those things and go through all those contingencies?
We always have some idea of what we want to do, but to practice it all is really hard because you only have, our goal isn't to be really good in practice today. Our goal is to be really good tomorrow. So you're trying to give them concepts of what we have to do, but there's some things you can do. But I'm sure that they've thought this out. Last year they put Watford on Trey a little bit in part of that game. Oladipo obviously is an option. We have other options as well besides Trey Burke, as everyone knows. So I'm sure Tom's going to come up with a well thought out plan, and we're going to have a plan, and then both of us will be ready to adapt as needed.
You tried to simulate a guy like Oladipo defensively in practice?
Corey Person will do that pretty well. He really can go out and guard people. He gets in passing lanes. He probably leads the scout team in steals if we ever took that stat, and really can do a good job with it. He's a tremendous athlete.
Oladipo created several breakaway opportunities against Michigan State. What do you see in him, and what do you have to guard against?
Well, he anticipates well. He anticipates very well, and you have to see that. And it's sometimes when guys really anticipate well, that defense can create offense for either team. It creates offense for them, but maybe it can create offense for us. Who knows? So he's just, he steals the ball. They do, they're averaging 7.5 steals a game. We're up to 6 right now, which I'm really happy with. But they really feed off that transition game, and the best way to get transition is turn people over, which is another thing we don't do, which would be a key factor. We keep our numbers low, then you eliminate maybe 5 or 6 times down the floor. Because when they in transition, they're probably going to get scored or get fouled. If the numbers are right, 4-on-3, 3-on-2, 5-on-4, they're going to score.
So maybe the biggest thing you learned from previous years at Assembly Hall and then even this year at Ohio State is that you just can't dig that early hole.
It's really hard. I mean, last year we got down by 10 or 12 or 13 or something like that. We battled back. It was, you just have to have, I think, you can't turn the ball over, and you can't have shot turnovers. You can't have shot turnovers where you decide, well, I'm going to be a hero today, and I'm going to score 1-on-3. That's a shot turnover. And it doesn't show up. We have to have that type of mindset in this game, that we're going to take quality shots, protect the ball, and but still, we run pretty well too. So that's that sweet spot that we're learning, that the coach, everybody's adjusting to every day. What's probably was best for Glenn Robinson 2 months ago is changed. What was best for Tim Hardaway has changed. It continues to evolve.